Welcome, Capricorn, to your end of the month reading for November. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, we're in a big place right now. We just got past all of the full moon and the new moon. And now we're going into Mercury retrograde. I know. It's like, where's the music of the audience sound, right? Yeah. Sarcasm, of course. But, there's always good reasons for everything, right? Well, I see it on a negative, but it's actually a good thing because it allows us to let go of yesterday, truly, right? Break those chains of yesterday to really move and renew ourselves. So it doesn't surprise me, right, that it would come at the Great Reset. It's like, okay, let's wash it all away. It says, I took things away from you. Why didn't you release those? Well, let's do it again. See what was left behind, right? So anyways, guys, I will be getting that Mercury retrograde reading out to you as soon as I am done with all the end of the month readings. After you guys, I got 2 more, so I will either do it today and then put it up tomorrow, but you might not get it till Tuesday, okay? So somewhere between Monday and Tuesday, you should be getting that reading. If I do get it up tonight, that would be amazing, but probably if I do, it won't be for you because you have to watch this video first. So more than likely you won't get it till Monday or Tuesday. Okay, my friends. Got the new video camera, the new microphone, and we are ready to rock and roll. We also have 2 new decks, cards over here, so we're on a roll over here. Movement, choices, and decisions coming up with the 2 of Pentacles. And guys, if the purple looks blue, that's just because the new camera is so vivid that it wants to make my purple blue. So I'll let you know when that's a fire card, right? The wands is purple. That's so funny. Tripped me out. But movement, choices, decisions. There's going to be a lot of decisions right now. And being in this Mercury retrograde, it's definitely going to bring some of that Mercury retrograde readings into light, of course. How could it not? It's part of the energy. So, but right now, this is going to encourage you to really think about the choices that you're making at this time. There's going to be a lot of decision makings and movements and things that you have to do. Watch your communication. Okay, Mercury retrograde doesn't really stay stable until the 26th. Okay. I know on some of the signs I said the 28th through, I think they said the 15th, but I was corrected. So I will now correct myself. It is the 26th through the 16th. So it's okay. Google just doesn't like me. That's fine. Moving on. Okay, so moving on from choices and decisions that no longer serve you. Great way to start Mercury retrograde anyways, right? And you guys had a lot of towers as if everybody else did as well. So now it's almost like you're saying, I'm going to make new movement choices and decisions. I'm going to stay grounded with that Taurian energy that's still surrounding the situation in this beautiful Sagittarius energy that we're in. But it's saying I'm still going to stay grounded and trusting in my decisions to not go back. Now, look, there it is. I'm trusting in my decisions not to go back. So you know what, Mercury retrograde? You're not going to make me do it. You already made me tower all over the place. I'm not going to do it. I'm moving forward. Wow. Love you guys. You guys got in that boat. You're like, I'm out. There is no baggage. There's 6 of Swords is straight up. It's not upside down. It's not saying I'm going to return with choices because I left baggage behind. There's threads to the sweater. And no, you said I cut the threads to the sweater. I'm done. Sweater unraveled. For this, there it is. I'm moving on towards my new world, my new decision. So right now, you have it in mind. Okay? And it is the best decision if you haven't made up your mind, but you're still thinking about it, to just go on to the new world. You've accomplished what you needed to accomplish. That karma is done. Do not allow Mercury retrograde to revisit past karma. You've already let it go. It wants you to do those things. It wants to ask you, do you have threads to the sweater? Do you have baggage? And you're over here saying, I'm thinking about it. Capricorn, you know the answer. I've been doing your reading all month. 4 years now. I know your answer. I know you guys. You're like, no. I've been there. I did it again. I've tried to work it out. I've tried to do this. I waited for you. Now I'm done. So you're not even staying that open to the communication of what's coming towards you. Now, you might feel right now that you're kind of open, like, but I'm telling you, when they show that it's not going to happen the way you want it, the essentials of how you want things done, you're moving on. Because they're going to make that decision for you, as they are not texting you, they are not writing you, they are not saying the things that you want to hear. They're not doing it. So what are you going to do? You're going to balance it out. For what? For what you need, by cutting the karma, cutting the threads, cutting those chains and links. Right now is a great time to do so. Universe says so. These are major arcanas. It says it is time to move forward and cut those links. If they are not going to be willing to do what they need to do, because you're just staying in a place of uncertainty. You're staying in a place of hopefulness, of almost, how we want to say that. In tarot, we'd say it's an illusion and a delusion, right? But for me, it's like hopeful, overly hopeful of nothing. So now you want to make straightforward decisions that's going to be for your overall well-being. It's rough. But this is where the love begins. This is where you get your Ace of Cups. This is where you're going to actually feel whole again. So even though it seems like, oh my God, I don't want to hear that. But wait, why is the universe doing that? Because it wants to give you this fresh new start. It wants to give you a place where you feel healed, you feel whole, you're getting your blessings, different kinds of blessings. These aren't just because I'm winning the lottery or, no, it's this wholeness within, this blessing of within where you feel like, you know, I can now make room for things that, for people or things within my life that make me still continue to feel whole. Because now I don't have to be sad, worried, upset, holding on to false hopes and dreams, false success within this situation. That was the word I was looking for before. No, because now you can feel like you're at peace. Standing where you want to stand without feeling like, you know, you still have this piece that's attached to them for this kind of codependent need of, I really want this to happen. And for a lot of you, it's going to hurt, yes. But this is where the healing begins. And then great things come from that, because that's what the universe is pushing you towards. It's pushing you towards all these beautiful new things. To say that was from the past, you learned from that situation. Not all relationships, not all things are meant to be forever. This was a great learning experience. We know that because of the devil. It's something that you learn and then you grow from it, you heal from it, and you expand. And it makes you stronger. And then, you know, and a lot of times I just want to let you know, dude, if you're dealing with someone, when you have this and it's kind of like this kind of waking up and this growth, you're going to look back at them. If they come back, let's say they come back next Mercury retrograde or something, you're going to see them as small. No growth. Not worth it. Or that they need to grow up. Now, if it's a family member or something, and you'll be like, before we can really hang out again, cousin, you need to grow up. And then you can come see me again. You know? Trust your inner guide through these challenges and opportunities. The universe is literally moving you towards the Ace of Cups. at this time. It doesn't want you to be trapped in fear. It doesn't want you to have any more worries about this situation. So as you're moving, and I know you know deep down inside, I know you know deep inside that you want to move on from this situation. And Spirit says, yes, make that choice, make that decision so I can give you the Ace of Cups. Do not worry about this, as you guys have already taken so much worry and shoved it away already. But the reason it's coming back up, and I'm going to tell you, is because I just said, because Mercury retrograde is going to, it's going to test you. You make the decision, I don't want this, then it's going to test you and say, do you really do or not? So just have patience with yourself, because our perfect timing is for everything, and everything is within perfect timing and divine timing. Reading the conflict and the defeat of within yourself or within this situation, and 2 and 1 brings the Empress card, brings the abundance, brings the healing, opens your heart for new beautiful things to happen to you, not having to deal with this situation. And it means really closing the chapter, guys, not just throwing it underneath the rug and sweeping it away. I mean, really closing down the chapter and saying, it's okay. If it's meant to be and they want to come back one day and they can grow and be one with me, then we can work things out. But for now, we're cutting this tie. I'm getting rid of this karmic. I'm going to allow the trapped in fear. I'm going to allow the anxieties, the worries, the insomnia, and the conflict and defeat that I have within myself or within them. And I'm going to let it go so that I can be more abundant for myself. And this will strengthen your connections and foster the mutual understandings within yourself. Because you'll start understanding things. Everything is going to start coming together. All the dots, all the pieces are going to start connecting. You're going to connect all the dots of why things happen and why things don't. And a lot of times it's just growth. There may be very toxic things going on within their mind, within their heart, within their soul. The Spirit says, I don't even want you around this person, because maybe you don't even know what they're doing on the outskirts of what's going on. Everybody's story is different. You will know. You will know, because through the rest and rejuvenation, that's when the sudden awareness comes that, you know what, they weren't good for me at this time. They were good for this point and not now. So yes, you're going to be in 3 of Swords more than likely. But like I said, through the 3 of Swords, through that healing, through that sadness, which is natural emotions that we go through, you will find the healing. You will find the peace and the rest through the Ace of Cups. As you're starting to align yourself with, as you're deepening the emotions with as you are resting, meditating, things will start coming to you. You might even have dreams that start coming to you to try to put the pieces together. We'll talk about that in Mercury retrograde reading, about journaling and stuff like that, because that's definitely a part of this Mercury retrograde in itself. So however it is, this is going to be this confidence steps, the small confidence steps that you're going to need to really align for your emotions, and really bonding towards yourself. Within these cards, I'd like to see a 2 of Cups come out, if Spirit would allow that to happen, because that's really what's going to be, aligning yourself with your higher self to really feel that connection. If it's a lost job or something of this nature, remember, you always have better jobs. Even if you think this is the best job I ever had my whole life, don't see it that way. Because through the universe, you can have something better. Maybe it was taken away because you are going to get something better. Never underestimate anything. Okay, my friends, let's go. See what's going on over here. Clarify on the moving forward. You have the world to the world. This is the completion that you need. So Spirit says it is time to move on. It's time to travel for your highest good. The 3 of Cups. There could have been a lot of cheating involved in a situation. Maybe there was cheating involved in a situation. You thought you knew. Maybe you weren't sure. Or maybe it's just literally 100% there. But Spirit is saying, don't worry about this. There's going to be a time of celebration, friendship. You have those of you in the United States, go after the Three of Cups. You know, if you have that family holiday together of Thanksgiving, it's going to be time for celebration, time to allow yourself, right, to, you know, just plan to have some fun. Let this go as you are, you know, sitting with your family, your friends, and enjoying your Thanksgiving. Even if you're not having, you know, Thanksgiving, you can go hang out with your friends, your family, your dog. Make room to have, you know, creativity. Do something else. Focus on your hobbies. Focus on something else that makes you very happy. And Spirit says you're going to, a lot of you are going to have a new friendship coming in. I just want you to know that. Some of you might even be working in the community. You might be working at the soup house, handing out, you know, soup to the homeless. You know, that can make you very happy. That's very good for the soul. That giving that love balances out the karma as well. Rest and relaxation, recuperation, planning for your future. As you're celebrating, you are also planning for your future as well. Not worried about the past anymore. The only thing you're going to use in the past during Mercury retrograde is to connect the dots between the good, the bad, and the ugly, and how we're moving forward. Like I said, we'll talk about that in the Mercury retrograde reading. Moving forward, the Chariot. Okay. So you do have the progress. You're going to see a lot of progress. And through this situation, the way you're going to cope with the situation, you're going to feel like you're encouraged, and there's going to be a lot of victory that you're going to actually feel after the heartache and the loss. Of course, as you are healing, you're going to finally just feel this overall energy if you allow it. I want to bring this up too. We get into these readings and then people could say, I didn't feel anything. Okay, that's because you didn't allow yourself to open. When you allow yourself, that means that the Empress has her heart open. Receiving. Make sure you're a good receiver. Receive the light. Receive the love of the universe. Receive the love back from yourself. Okay? The reason they're not finding it is because they're allowing themselves to continue to keep this dark. That means you didn't, either you haven't healed completely yet, which is fine, or you're allowing that energy to control you, take over you. And then therefore you're not going to feel the Empress. You're not going to feel where the love begins because you're just allowing that anger, that negativity, that pain, that overall depression, everything to over consume you. So now you're consumed by this darkness. You have to open up your heart to allow yourself to consume the light, and then you'll start seeing pinpoints of light opening as it pushes the darkness away. And it's, you know, but you have to have that deep emotional bond within yourself, and it takes some time. I'm not expecting you to do this as soon as you watch this, you know, watch this reading. I'm not expecting you to do it, you know, by next weekend. It's going to take a lot of time. And I think that's another thing too, is people expect things. You know, I read the reading, I waited 2 days, I don't feel shit. Okay. It could be 6 months from now. Seriously. But what it's saying is you're going to make room. The understanding is to have that, yes, to be disciplined and be truthful within yourself and feel that reliability. Remember, you are a soul having an earth journey. Right? So yeah, you could feel that there was a lost opportunity, missed chance. This was a bad investment, but you need to have the planning and the foresight and the understanding to really align yourself to get to the 10 of Pentacles, just like I said. So, okay, so I don't expect this thing. This is where you're working towards. I don't expect, you know, you guys to like do this within a weekend. Spirit does not expect you to do this overnight. Okay. This is where you're moving into in this area. You guys got this. But it's all about the choices, decisions, and movements you make. It's called free will. And Spirit says, if you do it this way, I am healing you and I am pushing you. Guys, and I have the meditation channel of healing, loss, healing. I have hypnosis. I have manifesting. I have, you know, relaxing music, things to help you recover, renewal. So you guys can always check out my second channel in the description under the video, in every video, and it's also on my my homepage as well. You just click the link, it'll bring you straight to my second channel. You're doing very good. I got 63 subscribers now, 3,000 views. Hey, I'm gonna have more views, watch hours and views before I get subscribers, but it's cool. And we're working strong over here. Okay, you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it yourself. A lot of people are getting this card. This is the card that I only use this like 3 or 4 readings, and it's the card of the end of the month here. To forgive allows the grudge and the heartache and everything to go away. That's the first step of getting rid of also karma. Holding on to those things doesn't help you, right? We learn from these mistakes so we don't go back to do them again, but forgiving is a whole nother story. Wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work, see? Because that's going to be the Ace of Cups. So the more that you keep pushing and the more you keep healing and the more you keep doing things, Capricorn, you are moving where you're supposed to be. You're putting yourself back into your power. So I do, like I said, I do believe you guys are moving on from this situation, but I do feel like Mercury retrograde is going to want to try to test you. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. And yes, pushing your focus away from something, away from this, brings in the power for yourself to open up yourself to other things. That way you can feel the celebration within. Okay, and let's get another card. One more and we're all done. We're going to use the other deck as well. And it is... Stop pushing against what it is and align with it and move on. Wow, that's exactly. Well, the way I said it was all nice. The way they said it was like, just move on. Just do it. Okay, guys, until next time. If you like this video, hit that big old like button. If you know a Capricorn who could, you know, or maybe they're dealing with a situation like this. Maybe they have Capricorn in their chart, or you know that, you know what, this is their story as well. Go ahead and share this video and tell them to like it as well if they do like it. And maybe subscribe. Till next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.